Jess Garrett and welcome to Suns TV as we prepare for tonight's round 4 clash against Port Adelaide at Metricon Stadium. Here's what's ahead on the show. Guy McKenna prepares to lock horns with former Suns assistant Ken Hinkley. We check out Campbell Brown's passion away from footy, their spotlight on community, grassroots footy, and we'll have a look at the annual Surfers Paradise Festival. This is Suns TV on 7 Mate. Each week we'll put together a collection of Gold Coast Suns highlights and we want you to nominate your Host Plus Quality Performer of the Week. It's easy, jump onto our Facebook page, choose A, B or C to be in the running for an awesome Suns merchandise pack, all thanks to Host Plus, the people to get in touch with if you're looking for a quality industry super fund. Time now for Suns Gold.
Wet, it does limit how much you can be offensive because you've got to be a pinpoint target. Wonderful stuff.
Amazing stuff from Harbrow to Hutchins. Runs his full measure. May round the corner. Here's Kidd. Oh, that's a goal. They love that. They didn't see it coming as their first for the night, though.
Well, on that occasion, actually across half forward, they did outnumber the Brisbane Lions defence, and that was because of a really good one-on-one situation. Well, Gold Coast went one short in the bounce, and they've got it.
And they get it to Brennan, who kicks it very high. Out comes May, almost took it. Gets a second chance, throws it on the boot. How will it bounce? It'll bounce true. 4 in a row, scores a level.
Dermot, as you said though, make hay while the sun shines, and they're skiing downhill at the moment and they're capitalising and they're just getting the ball out of the middle. Jared Brennan had an unpressured clearance. Now that is to a good defensive position from a Lions point of view, but here's the big man. Just gets through one, wasn't much of a tackle, and gets the right bounce on a wet night. Just pretty much went straight end over end, and that is a nice goal, and it's on here.
He's still there, Gazza, and he just poked it out wide, hoping that Shaw can run onto it. He did likewise. It's almost a soccer game. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is unbelievable. You won't see that again.
Oh, it's still on. It's a great contest. It
3 soccers in a row. It's the A-League final.
Won an AFL premiership and built a reputation as one of the code's real hard men. But as you're about to see, there's a gentler side to Campbell Brown.
Yeah, g'day guys, here at Pacific Pines High School and just about to walk into assembly of 1,350 school kids between Year 7 and Year 12. So here to talk today about Headspace and what my role is there, and fingers crossed I get the message across and go all right.
We're really thrilled that Campbell Brown from the Gold Coast Suns is our youth ambassador, and he's here today to talk to you a bit more about Headspace and why he's gotten involved. So thank you very much for listening.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, g'day everyone. Firstly, thanks very much for having me into your assembly today. Really appreciate it. As I said, my name is Campbell Brown and I play AFL footy for the Gold Coast Suns.
He kicks it along. Campbell Brown will take it, and Campbell Brown will have the glory here. He will have the glorious moment.
But more importantly, I'm an ambassador for Headspace. First of all, put your hands up if you've heard of Headspace and you really know what they do in here. So the reason I started with Headspace the start of last year was because a good mate of mine, one of my best mates, actually took his own life quite unexpectedly out of the blue. And you know, my mate was 25 or 6 at the time. I could only imagine the stress and pressures that young kids are under. It just made me realise that, you know, life's not always perfect and people deal with a lot of things.
The annual Surfers Paradise Festival is a vibrant showcase of emerging local talent. Held across 4 weekends of free community events, the festival is also a platform for national and international artists. Events like this are a great way to turn a trip to the footy into a weekend away, and later we'll show you more. But first, the segment that trends across the country, Favourite Sons, brought to you by our patron partner, Southport Sharks.
G'day Suns fans, today we're going to have a chat to a few of the boys on this beautiful Wednesday. Lovely weather as usual on the coast. See if we can grab some of the boys. They all appear to be hiding. Oh, David, come here. Davey boy. It's a good friend David Swallow, housemate. So we've got Stephen May here, just professional as always, doing his mobility work. We're talking haircuts this week, Maisie. Yeah. What do you think of the boys' haircuts of late?
The boys' haircuts?
Oh, just well, we don't have to point fingers, but what have you got at the moment? You just gone the traditional short back and sides?
Yeah, mate, can't go wrong. I don't have the hairstyle like you and Jager and Luke Russell. It's not a hair competition for me.
Oh, I think I'm going to grow it out, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Grow out the bangs?
Grow out the bangs.
Heard it somewhere. With us here, we've got the great Joel Wilkinson. We're talking haircuts today, mate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Notice a bit of American Crew line around the house.
I think Jager's choice is American Crew, Jager and Spook.
Dust?
Trying to use the hair dust at the moment, which kind of gives that look that it's not actually...
You haven't put anything in it?
Put anything in it. So quite enjoying that one at the moment.
Not trying too hard?
Actually, in fact, trying quite hard.
I wouldn't mind the afro and potential dreads, but you have real bad hair for about a year when you try the afro. So I haven't been to a hairdresser for about 10 years. Either is that man as well, as you can see, going balls.
The captain there, Gary.
Yeah, so we both haven't visited hairdressers for a while, and I don't think... I don't know about what you boys are doing, but I'm pretty standard at the moment.
Yeah. Looks good.
Nah, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Stick with it.
Thanks.
This is Joel Wilkinson signing out.
A party too massive for one night, the annual Surfers Paradise Festival is a celebration of Gold Coast music, art, food and culture, featuring street parades, concerts and much, much more. Tomorrow, A La Carte in the Park returns, delighting the taste buds of guests in a food, wine and jazz festival, starring some of the city's finest restaurateurs. The relaxed picnic blanket affair transforms Lionel Perry Park on the banks of the Nerang River into a swirl of tantalising tastes, decadent drops and live music from the pick of local jazz and folk artists. Talking Tactics brought to you by ASAP Glass, the people to call when your glass is cactus.
Obviously some boys have gone. Kenny, we wish him well off to Port. He's gone, 15 years assistant coach. Now he's coaching Port as a senior coach. We basically replaced him with Mark Riley from Carlton. Matty Primus, of course, 5-year assistant coach, and obviously a senior coach at Port as well. Okay, he's going to come in and work in with the stoppage boys.
Obviously, the swapping over of coaches, of course. For this match, Kenny ran our offensive strategies last season, so he's done that for 2 years. He's now gone to Port, of course. He replaces Matty, who we've got an assistant coach, so a really good service to me as a former senior coach, adding some experience in the box. And Matty Primus has now taken over the stoppage role and working with our rucks, and we've certainly turned around our work rate, if you like, and our scoring from stoppages. He's had a big hand to play in that, and he's done a fantastic job in and around our stoppages. So it's really a bonus that he's here now. And again, he has that knowledge of the Port players.
Beautiful work. Ablett to Bennell. 3 in a row, Gold Coast.
I like to think we've progressed. Our defensive mechanisms have certainly changed a bit, have got better. Again, Kenny was in charge of our offence, and I think we've changed that somewhat to make us more competitive. And so that's certainly that's starting to bear fruit. So there's subtle changes there, but he certainly knows how the players tick, and I think it'd be fair to say that Matty Primus probably understands their list fairly well and understands how they tick as well.
Lions have held on. What a cue clash. 2-point margin. What a night here at Metricon.
yeah, I think the players were hurting from that. We understand that we didn't play great football. We gave ourselves a chance of winning by competing for longer than we have done in the past, but yeah, clearly it wasn't good enough, and you know, we come up short by 2 points. So you know, we would like to think going into another game at Metricon, 2 games in a row here, we give ourselves a good chance of running out a game and being competitive against a side like Port Adelaide.
Suns TV is proudly brought to you by our presenting partners. City of Gold Coast, inspired by lifestyle, driven by opportunity. Dreamweavers, hosting a function and want to make a lasting impression? Let Dreamweavers bring your event to life. Tourism Gold Coast. The Gold Coast is Australia's undisputed home of entertainment, constantly wowing holidaymakers with its variety of things to see and do. Take time to explore the Gold Coast. Not long now until the opening bounce in tonight's round 4 clash against Port Adelaide. But first, let's catch up with the Gold Coast Suns community team.
So we've got the international students that have actually registered to do the AFL Explain session. Obviously a bit of bad weather, but the guys, credit to them, they've actually stuck out through the rain and the wind, and are having a bit of fun.
I found it amazing, but in Germany I don't have heard about AFL, only on American football, and so it was a nice day today. Thank you.
Part of the program that these guys, and we've registered over 100 at the moment, and hopefully by the time the North Melbourne game comes around, we've got 500 registered participants. They get 2 free tickets to come to a game, and they also get a whole heap of other stuff. They're gonna meet Joel Wilkinson. He's gonna have a chat with them, and they'll also get to come to Metricon Stadium and do a tour. All right, we'll show them the training facilities and things like that as well.
Hold it outside, and then with your other hand, the palm hand, just hold it firmly, and then you have to just remember the thumb out, and then just boom, hit it.
A lot of these students are from Canada and Germany and Norway and places like that, so they're all very aware of soccer. They're going, well, they have to be just as fit as soccer players, and yeah, a lot of the girls are really into hockey, and they're pulling a lot of similarities between hockey, field hockey and AFL.
So you have to play with hands and with the feet, not in Germany it's only with the feet. Only the goalkeeper can make the hands, can use the hands.
Carmichael and Joel Wilkinson are AFL ambassadors for the multicultural space. So we're trying to really work hard. This SIPS program, and as well as the multicultural schools program, are really key programs for the club.
I know a little bit about the rules now after this, so now it's easier to watch the game and understand everything. So I'm really excited.
Membership is the lifeblood of an AFL club, and by securing your 2013 club membership, you're playing your part and assisting the Gold Coast Suns to achieve their 21-3 goal of 20,000 members and an AFL premiership within the next 3 years. A Sun Screamers away package gives you access to 2 away games and 3 home games throughout the 2013 Gold Coast Suns AFL Premiership season at just $135 for adults and $70 for juniors. Remember, distance is no barrier with a Sun Screamers away membership designed specifically for Gold Coast Suns members who live in regional Queensland and interstate.
It doesn't matter if you're into footy, rock, hip-hop or festivals, there's stuff happening all over Queensland, and we're keeping you in the loop with the entertainment fix thanks to Ticketmaster.
In 2 weeks' time, the Suns take on the Freo Dockers at Metricon Stadium, so get in early for your seat to see what promises to be a ripping game. The 2013 Formula 1 Singapore Grand Prix is on September 20 to 22. Now there's a sporting weekend away. Watching Vettel, Alonso, Hamilton and Webber go at it on the Marina Bay Street Circuit. Plus, off-track, the Killers will be rocking out live. Ticketmaster's got lots of packages, so hit up the website for info. Closer to home, the Gold Coast theme parks are always a great day out for the family, and with super passes available, there's lots of ways to see one park or see them all. Live at your local gigs coming up include Aussie stalwarts Taxi Ride at the Racehorse Hotel on Saturday, May 4, and Diesel spreading the solo acoustic love across Queensland throughout May. Remember, you can also pick up your pre-purchase tickets from any of Ticketmaster's 9 outlets throughout Queensland. And that's the entertainment fix.
After the break, more on Campbell Brown and grassroots footy. This is Suns TV. The Gold Coast's most loved footy venues are great locations to host your next function. We can easily host 30 people or 30,000. Skill Park and Metricon Stadium both offer unique spaces tailored to suit any event. You want pies? You got it. Fresh seafood? No problem. Oh, and did we mention the view? With award-winning caterers, the unmistakable surrounds, premier function facilities and diverse spaces. We will make your event one to remember. Visit stadiumfunctions.com.au for further information.
Now, the reason that I became an ambassador at Headspace was because of something that happened in my life a couple of years ago. My best mate, who I spoke to every day, we were always together, having fun. He was a popular guy, always smiling, having fun. He took his own life. Obviously, it was pretty devastating for his family and friends, and just shocked, and no one really saw it coming or knew why. So I wanted to find an organisation that could really help young people deal with the challenges that arise in their life, and Headspace is exactly that. There's no doubt that the stuff I've done the last 12 months has helped me deal with some teammates and some issues they've gone through already at the club. They seem to put a lot more pressure on themselves if they're not playing well or they're not getting picked each week, and footy clubs are pretty brutal places, and we're here to play footy and win. If that's not happening, it can be quite hard on young guys that are injured. Suspended form's not good, so it's definitely helped me be able to identify, for starters, that a guy's a bit flat and down, and then just going up to him and having that real conversation, not just walk past him in the corridor and say, "How you going, mate? Yeah, good," and then off you go. It's actually sitting down. Well, tell us what's going on in your life, and actually speak to him on a real basis and try and sort a few things out. If you're struggling or feeling down, it's not tough or courageous to not tell anyone what's happening and trying to deal with it yourself. They have qualified doctors, psychologists and counsellors there to help you, and I just wish that my mate had told me about what he was going through, and we could have somehow worked through it and changed the outcome before it was too late.
Grassroots footy. It's a chance for you to highlight the great stuff going on at your club, from social events to hangers, goals, big wins and achievements, juniors to seniors. We want to know about it. Send us your pics and videos and we'll feature as many as we can.
Lift your disguise, so hiding but no good at that.
There's been a feast of junior rep footy this week, with big congrats going to the Cape York Crusaders, who went through undefeated to take out the North Queensland Under-16 Championships. Big news also this week with the announcement of Gary Ablett as the Queensland Community Football Ambassador. The great man will be working with AFL Queensland to promote community footy around the state. Finally this week, the SEQ AFL Women's Comp is set to be the biggest yet, with an expanded 9-team competition, so if you're in the area, get out and support the girls. Remember, if you want to get your club's events and highlights on the show, just send us your pics, videos and information and we'll get it on Grassroots Footy.
The only thing better than a holiday? When you jag a ripping deal. And here's this week's accommodation offer thanks to Tourism Gold Coast. How do you turn a trip to the Suns game into a romantic getaway? Easy. The RACV Royal Pines Resort can put you in a beautiful mountain view room, including full buffet breakfast for two, for just $199 per room per night. A brisk walk to Metricon Stadium, the resort boasts a variety of restaurants, heated swimming pool, water slide, undercover tennis courts and a 27-hole championship golf course to warm up before the footy. To find out more, just head to the website. Well, that's Suns TV for this week. Remember, if you want to be a part of the game day conversation while the Suns are in action, just head to our Facebook page and also send us your tweets using our game day hashtag. I'm Jess Garrett and I'll see you next time for more Suns TV.